Yo, so that last short made me want to delve deeper into the shady stuff I noticed on the seasons of So You Think You Can Dance. Like I said, I've watched all seasons of the show, except for I don't really remember, or did I really pay attention to season 2, right? But I do remember, like I said, the only black woman that won that show was season 2. Her name was Sabre. I googled her. Her name was Sabre. She was very light, and she had natural hair. She had a like curly bush or whatever, right? She won. But the thing that really made me take notice of the stuff that they do, and I think it was all at the hands of Nigel Lithgow, however you say his name. But the stuff that he was doing, like I said, I think he had a vendetta. I think against Brandon that year that Brandon was on the show. That was season 5. Brandon went all the way to the top, and it was him and Janine, top 2 dancers. Brandon clearly outdanced Janine, and Janine wins. Brandon gets nothing. Brandon goes home. The very next season, we get a crumper that goes all the way. His name was Russell. And even though it was good to see a crumper go so far in the show, to me, in my humble opinion, I don't think Russell outdanced some of the other people that was on that season. But I believe he was pushed. It was what's the word I want to say? It was an ulterior motive, basically. And I think it was because people paid attention to what happened the season before with Brandon. So Russell and somebody else ends up in the top 2. Russell goes on to win the show that season. And I think it was something to make up for what they did to Brandon the season before, like I said. But the thing that Nigel decides to do is he gonna say in that episode when Russell won, he wanna announce that the winner up gets some money too. Talking about they worked hard, they really danced really hard all season long. They deserve something too. What? You didn't do that for Brandon just last year. You didn't do that for any other season. Ooh, excuse me. And then I remember the season when Fiction came on there. Fiction and Amy both danced their butts off. Wait a minute, you know what? Was it the season that Russell went that he gave the runner up some money to? Or it was a season where it was a guy that went and the guy won and the runner up was a girl and Nigel gave the girl a check. Said she danced really hard the whole season and she deserved to get some money too. Or something to that effect. It was some kind of speech he made, but it was one year that he did that bull crap. But no other season did that happen for anybody else. And as I was getting ready to say, the season when Fiction won, they made that. Now they said that at the beginning of the season, I believe, or even midway through, that the top 2 dancers gonna get some money. And that year, it was Fiction. Wait a minute, no, it might have just been Fiction won that season, him being a break dancer and the animated dancer is what what he used to like to say. But yeah, it was like this person, they worked hard too, so they deserve a win. They get to go to the end. I mean, they deserve something, so I'm going to throw them a little bone or whatever. But I do remember Fiction and Amy, they both got money this season. And then after that, it went back to only one person getting some money. But I pay attention. Shoot, I even think about the girl, what's her name? Ashley? It was a young lady. She was on So You Think You Could Dance. Black, light brown skin, like on TV she was giving, I think my hand a little bit ashy, but the light portions of my skin, The yellow, where the yellow undertones and stuff is at. The girl was light like that. I think her name was Ashley. She could dance her butt off. She had those long legs, created those beautiful lines. And you know what she did? She didn't win So You Think You Can Dance, if I'm not mistaken. She didn't win. But guess what she did after So You Think You Can Dance? She went on to dance with Beyonce. Around the time Beyonce did 7-Eleven, and all my ladies bow down, bitches, bow down, bitches. Whatever tour came after that, she was on tour with Beyonce because she was in the 7-Eleven video too. So she went on to do great things. Just like Darius Hickman, when he was on there, he could dance his butt off too. That he was so feminine, and I don't know if Nigel had an issue with that, but Darius was so feminine in his movement. He had these very long legs. He created these beautiful lines when he would dance. And what happened? He gone off the show. He don't win. I don't even remember if Darius made top 5, but you know what Darius doing? He over there on the ticking in the top, and he making up TikTok dances. He was on the Renaissance tour last year with Beyonce. He doing the thing. I see him. He must teach some kind of dance classes too, because I seen a video of some people dancing behind him, and he said it was his dance that he made up, and they was at that playground. That's what they call it, the playground out in California. So he doing his thing. He got that little dance on TikTok that's do 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 do. That boom 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 boom. The dance to Kehlani's song After Hours. That's Darius Hickman. Yeah. Him. Like, I noticed some of the dancers doing other things. Every now and again, I'll go look them up. But, I mean, they shady. It was a season where it was a young lady named Sasha on there. Sasha and her sister came on the show together. The sister was a little bit heavier. Before they got to picking the top, the ones who was actually going to go be on the TV show, the sister went to the doctor. Something happened. She found out she was diabetic. So she left the competition. But Sasha went on. Sasha did one of the best dances I ever seen on there with her and Twitch. When they did that dance where they was sitting at the table, they was a couple, and they was sitting at the table, they was going through or whatever, and y'all remember that? And she like got up and she danced across that table and stuff, and then it was like a door frame and all that. Like Sasha could dance her butt off. That was that is one of my favorite moments. And So You Think You Can Dance. Is that dance that her and Fiction did. That one, Fiction was not Fiction. I'm saying Fiction. I meant to say Twitch. Twitch is one of my favorite people and one of the best to ever come out of So You Think You Can Dance. He win his season. Josh won. What's his name? Joshua won. Yeah, I think his name is Joshua. Won the season where him and Twitch were the top 2 contenders. But when Twitch danced with Sasha, I loved that. That was one of my favorite moments. The moment with the dance that Travis did when they was on that park bench. It was him, I believe it was him and Benji, who won season 1, his cousin Amy, because she was on the show with him. That dance that they did, I think that was that a Mia routine? Dang, I forgot Mia's last name. But that routine, that was one of my favorite routines. And Twitch, with him, oh my God, I see his face. Alex Wong. When him and Alex did Out of My Mind, that hip hop routine, did Luther choreograph that? I forgot who choreographed it. But that routine is so fire. That's like one of the best routines ever. And So You Think You Can Dance history. Out of My Mind. That and that daggone routine with Travis, Waltz, and Amy. I forgot Amy's last name. But I feel like Sasha didn't get her just due with the show either. And it's like they just got something against, like they don't want nobody, no woman to win the show. That's how I saw it. That's how it was when Nigel was there. To me, that's what I thought. Um, and I think this current season, like I said, the fix is in. Now, granted, I'm gonna give it to Dakayla. Dakayla is she was one of my favorites from the jump. I wanted her to go all the way. I really, really like Mariah. And I gotta finish watching this current week's episode to see them do their solos and see who they sent home. But I felt like they did Braylon. His name was Braylon, I think. I think they did him completely wrong. I don't think that he deserved to be in the bottom that week and then to go home that week that he went home. And then the very next week after they sent him home was the week they decided they started to eliminate one person at a time. Like, what? So unfair. Because Madison has been messing up and have been getting negative, or they've been showing us negative comments week to week about her from the judges. And however, she already been told that she gonna be in next week's episode. I don't think it's right. I don't. They got some ish with them with these shows. They really do. I recently looked up Sasha though. This was like recently, as in maybe like 4 or 5 months ago. I looked her up and found her on Instagram. And, and Sasha is still dancing, but I think Sasha has in her bio that she's non-binary now and likes to be and prefers the they them pronouns, I believe. So for all the times that I said she, I apologize. I'm not doing it on purpose or anything like that. I like to respect people in that sense. It's a lot. It's a lot trying to remember that stuff when you're not referring to the person by their name but by a gender pronoun. You know what I mean? But I I believe Sasha is a beautiful dancer. They are still dancing, and I believe that Sasha deserved better on her season of the show. I really truly do. I think her name was not no Ashley. I just thought of it. Her name was Jasmine. With them long legs that danced on So You Think We Could Dance. It ended up going on. She was on that season with what was his name? He was one of those animative dancers. He had, remember when Mohawk hairstyles was a thing? He had the Mohawk, he had the what you call these when they get the gauges, when they stretching their earlobes. I believe he had that in his hair. Was his name Cyrus? He did a bunch of routines with Twitch too. I believe his name was Cyrus. I wonder how he doing these days. I wonder how all of them doing. Like, are they faring well in life? Are they getting the opportunities and stuff like that? Because the way they made this season and the rules and everything, how they did, like, you got to do a Broadway challenge. You got to do a challenge of, like, if you was a tour dancer and all that, which is what this current episode was about. Like they changed the format of the competition. But again, like I said, I'm still watching it because for the love of dance. That's what it is. Honestly, if I would have followed my heart and did what I needed to do, I feel like, and not let fear hold me back, fear of the unknown, I think that I would have made a pretty good dancer when I was younger. If I would have got out there and tried and like took some classes and really put myself out there to be in the arts, I think I would have made a pretty good dancer. I feel like I pick up choreography quick. In my mind, I do. And now that I record myself doing these dances, these little TikTok dances and stuff, and how many times it takes before I get the moves and then like perfect it, and how toxic I can be about making sure that I'm on beat and that my timing is matching the dance creator's timing and doing the actual dances and stuff, it's bad. Because I'll do it 20, 30, 40 times. But it'd be taking me like 10, 15 minutes to learn those little 15, 20-second dances. You know what I mean? Like, I'll get the moves, and then it's just about me getting it to look the way I wanted to look, my face looking the way I wanted to look on camera when I actually record and press, and then, upload it to the TikTok. But yeah, I think I could have done that as a career. That is what I wanted to do at one time. I looked up to Fatima, Big Les, Josie Harris. I looked up to them as far as dance is concerned. I used to like Catherine Dunham. I love the style of the Alvin Ailey dances. These days, I really, really dig, like, don't cancel me for this, but Chris Brown can dance, y'all. Yeah, there's some issues there, but he can really, really dance. I mean, and not just dance, he just all around. He is very, 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 very talented. Not to say that, he don't have his issues just like everybody else. Other people got issues too. He's not the only one. He's just the one that's been put on Front Street. It's been put out there what happened and stuff. And it seems like he'll be in the background minding his business for a while, and then something to come out where he didn't had enough, or whatever happened, and blew up on somebody again, after some time. But he's a really talented dancer. I like to watch him dance. I like to watch Chris Brown dance. I really, really do. I like to watch some of the TikTokers that I watch dance. I like them to watch them dance too. A lot. I just love dance, period. And it's not just hip hop dancing that I like. Like, I like all forms of dance. I love the Amapiano, the African dances. I'm not even just gonna say South African dances. All those dances that they doing over there, I love that. I like belly dancing. I like to watch them do that. Like, I just love the art form. I just really do love the art form. But that's enough for me rambling. I just wanted to get into all the times I can remember that they was shady on So You Think You Can Dance, and just put it out there. I just felt like delving into that. But any of y'all still watching So You Think You Can Dance and enjoying it? I hope that they do another. I wish they would do another season with kids, or they could have just had another series with just So You Think You Can Dance kids. You know what I mean? Because when Keita won, now that's somebody I like to watch dance too. I was on Keita from that very first video that went viral over on Facebook when he was dancing to boom, boom, boom. He did that like Keita can dance his little butt off. And I be watching his mom dance. His mom can dance. Then his brother that does ASL, that's who he said that's who initially taught him to dance. But the brother, he did ASL at the Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken. His name like Shakir, something like that. But they all can dance. Like, it seemed like their whole family can dance. Because Keita is one of many siblings. But yeah, like, that was good. And matter of fact, Easton, that's on this current season of So You Think You Can Dance, he was actually on So You Think You Can Dance Kids with Keita. And I'm trying to remember what he looked like as a kid. But the judges mentioned that he was on it with them. On So You Think You Can Dance Kids. But yeah, I just love dance, period. I just love it. I do. It might be my first love. It just might be my first love. Dance. Alright, y'all. I'm gone. Let me get back to work. Peace. See y'all in the next one. If you made it to this point, I appreciate you sticking around and listening to me ramble about So You Think You Can Dance, and dance being my first love. I appreciate you. I really do. And thank you to all those people who've recently subscribed to my channels and been commenting under my videos, especially the videos where I'm showing you my outfit of the day, or showing you a haul or whatever, or doing an unboxing. I appreciate all of you. Thanks. Peace.